Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make some lovely savory cheese and herbs biscuit. It's more like cheese crackers. This is a very quick and easy recipe, so we're going to jump in straight away. Here I have 2 cups of cake flour sieved, 125 gram of butter, which I brought it to room temperature. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of dry thyme, 1 egg, and a cup of hard cheese, which I grated. Half a teaspoon of salt. And then for my dough, if needed, I'm going to start by using 1/4 cup of water. And then when my biscuits are ready to go into the oven, I am just going to grind a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper before it go into the oven. Firstly, I'm going to add my butter to the flour and also I'm going to add in my salt, and I'm going to crumb these ingredients. I'm going to use my hand to do that. My butter is well mixed into my flour, so now I'm ready to add in my thyme, which is 2 tablespoons. This is 1 and 2. I'm also going to add in my grated cheese. Using my hands, I'm going to give this a nice mix. My cheese and herbs as mixed up with my flour, and I created a well in the center. So now I'm ready to crack my egg. And I'm also going to add in my 1/4 cup of water and give this egg a good beat. I am going to pour my egg mixture into the well which I created. Thereafter, I'm going to fold in my flour. To this point, I'm going to use up my hands to make a dough. As you can see, my dough is still too dry, so I've got additional 1/4 cup of water that I'm going to add up to the side slowly. Here's my dough all done up. I actually used another tablespoon of water to the dry flour that I had, so I didn't use the full 1/4 cup. This dough has to be not too dry, not too sticky. As you can see, my hands will prove it wasn't sticky. Now I am just going to cling wrap my dough and let it rest in the fridge for 15 minutes. In the meantime, I will preheat my oven to 175. My dough has rested 15 minutes in the fridge, and I'm going to use half of this dough. Firstly, I'm going to put a little flour onto my countertop. Yeah, I'm going to use my dip tray for the oven because I can add in more biscuits to bake at one time. I also sprayed and cooked my dip tray, and to my biscuit cutter I also sprayed my biscuit cutter so it won't stick to my dough. You can see my dough is nice and firm. I'm going to split this into half. This dough can be put away in the fridge when you feel like making. It will last 1 week in the fridge, and you can also freeze this dough. If you make extra, you can just put it into your freezer. So when you want to use, you can just take it out from the freezer and bring it to room temperature, and then you can use. I'm going to roll this dough very thin, almost half a centimeter of thickness, just slightly thicker than my rotis. There's my dough, and this is the thickness we are gonna work on. Now, using my biscuit cutter, I'm gonna press it in firmly. You can also use a round cutter, almost slightly bigger or smaller than this. But because I had this cutter, I am using. This batch is done. I'm going to gently pick them up. You'll get some offcuts, which you can roll out and cut them again. You can place them a little closer because they are not going to rise very much. Here's my offcut. I formed it into a ball, and I'm going to roll it out again. From half my dough, I managed to get 24 biscuits out. So I'm just going to give a quick grain of salt on top. Not too much. And a grain of pepper. This is now ready to be popped into the oven for 12 to 15 minutes, but we'll check along the way. "15 minutes has passed for our biscuit, and it's all done up nice and beautiful. Just going to take it out of the oven. See how lovely they look. We will give this 10 minutes to rest and cool down and then we are ready to serve. Here you go, your lovely looking savory biscuits that's made with herbs and cheese. This can be served with a nice cup of coffee on a cold day. You can also put this on a cheese board or take it for a picnic. You can also wrap this up and give it to someone who doesn't have a sweet tooth. But not for me, I have a sweet tooth. And thank you all very much for watching. Give this a try and enjoy.